Hey, what's up, everybody? Fox and Oxen here. I'm gonna start something new. Vlogs, Mondays with Fox and Oxen. Woo! No, but really, I want to talk about something serious here. Astral projection. It's something that interested me for a long time. Well, before we get to that, before it ever interested me, I guess when I was probably about 10 years old, living at my parents' house, I had a bunk bed, and I actually remember feeling like I was floating, and I looked down and I saw myself lying in my bed, and I wasn't scared or anything that I recall. I mean, it was so long ago, and I just remember like floating above and looking down and seeing my body, and that's all I really remember. And I woke up, I believe. Anyway, years later, like 15 years later, this is back in like 2012 or 13, I guess. I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't move. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I found out it was sleep paralysis. I couldn't move at all. And I was terrified. I didn't see anything or hear anything per se that I recall, but I do remember thinking in my head, oh my God, like there's aliens in my room, they're all around me, and I couldn't move. I remember trying to move my arms, and I was awake, but I couldn't move. I'm going, like, I could hear myself talking, but all I can get out was, and I was like, help, help, like thinking in my head, like help, help, trying to move my arms, everything, trying to get up, like, so scared, like terrified beyond belief, so scared, like I was about to be abducted or something crazy was going on all around me, and I would just, and I sat up in my bed all of a sudden, like heart racing and everything, terrified, and I can still think about it now. It freaks me out when I think about it. And I didn't know what the hell it was, so I did a little research. I found out it was sleep paralysis. I could believe that's what it was, and it was scary as hell. Well, that passed, and then just in the past probably year or so, 6 months to a year, I've been I was interested in astral projection and stuff, but I wasn't really trying to do it. And I actually started it was really weird. I was laying down in bed and I was watching TV. I wasn't even like I was tired, but I wasn't ready to go to sleep. And all of a sudden, I remember hearing in my ears, like not even hearing, but feeling vibration, like whoa, 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 whoa. And then it got louder and feeling my whole body like shake, like my whole body was vibrating. And I felt like, and I freaked out and I closed my eyes and I felt like my body was just being like I was flying around, but I wasn't actually seeing anything or anything like that. And then I was in sleep paralysis again and I panicked, but I moved my feet and I came right out of it. So, and this happened like 2 or 3 nights in a row. And I remember and I was like, okay, this is astral projection. This is the first step to it. So I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, and I remember people saying like, you got to know where you want to go and you can't be fearful and everything else. So I tried not being fearful and thinking of where I wanted to go and everything. But that vibrating came and I immediately panicked. And I felt like I was like being sucked out through my feet almost, and I was like floating around aimlessly, but I would put the pillows and everything over my face before I went to sleep in case I'd wake up and be in sleep paralysis and see anything in my room or whatnot, and I didn't want to see anything, so I put pillows like over my eyes and the blanket up on me. But I got like sucked out like through my feet one time, like through my head another time, and it was so weird because I wasn't actually astral projecting. I guess that was a step towards it, but I was always so scared. I don't know why I was so scared, but I guess because I've never experienced anything like particularly like that before, and I was terrified, like, and I felt like so much evil was around, or like I was just floating in evil, like. But I always found a way to get out of it. One thing I could do, even sleep paralysis, I realized was I could move my feet, just the tops of my feet. And when I did that, if I left my feet close enough before I fell asleep, or when that vibration started happening, could move the tops of my feet, and I'd touch my feet together, and it would actually get me right out of it. I'd come right out of it. So I said to myself, I'm going to really try this astral projection again. And I tried the binaural beats in your ears and everything with the headphones. And I remember I was taking the headphones out just recently. It was probably like 5 months ago, I guess. Maybe even sooner. I took the headphones out of my ear, and after I took the headphones out of my ear, that vibration came, that whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to be scared. I was thinking about like pyramids going. Then I was like, I'm going to go to Florida, where I've vacationed before in the past and everything, to Jimmy B's bar and whatnot. And I was thinking like places like that, just something I could think of. And I kept trying to think of like light and like something nice surrounding me, like to talk about spirit guides and whatever. But I'm not experienced with any of this stuff, and I tried to like research it and whatnot, but it just always, I can never get over the fear. And now when this happens to me, I don't even know when it's going to happen or why it happens, but it will happen constantly a couple nights in a row, and then it just doesn't happen for a while. But it's been happening, it's happening past 5 months ago, more often than ever in my whole life. And, feeling like I'm floating, like, and I'm trying to get over the fear and everything, because I'm like, I know what's going on, and I knew what was happening, but at the same time, everything was still, I guess because my eyes are closed still, I still just couldn't see anything, and but I could feel the flying sensation all around me, and I felt like this evil presence around me, this real evil presence, and it scared the shit out of me. And then it brought me back to that thought of the alien sleep paralysis thing years before. So I guess it's my own mind projecting like negative things, even though I'm thinking of happy things beforehand. I don't know. It's just like, oh my God, this is happening. Bad things are about to happen. My brain subconsciously thinks that, I guess. But yeah, it turned out to be really scary experiences for me. Like the most recent one, when I felt like I got sucked out through my feet, was probably like 5 months ago, I guess. And I just felt like I was flying all around, and I was like scared to open my eyes, but I was like trying to open my eyes, and it was just like static. I couldn't see anything. It was just like dark static, like white noise, but dark. It's hard to explain. And I just felt like fucking really scared. Like there was something not right, it felt like. I'm not trying to scare anybody away from this astral projection. If you know what you're doing and you have good thoughts and you're healthy, like all that stuff, whatever, however it works in that sense, subconsciously, if you're in a good place, then I'm sure your astral projection will be like good, And I didn't even know if the stuff was like real, but the out-of-body experience I had when I was younger, and then the sleep paralysis thing, and then these vibrations and stuff. So I'm like, wow, this shit's real. This shit's definitely real. And I'm not a religious person at all. I believe in God and whatever, but I don't have a religion per se. And I respect everybody for all their beliefs. I'm very open-minded. So I try to think of like good things and light, and it's just but anyway, this last experience I had when I got sucked out through my feet in my room, I have double doors right here, as you can see, these white doors here, and I locked this door, even though, if there was entities or whatever, they'd be able to go right through it. But I felt like if I locked it before I lay down to go to sleep, it just made me feel better, so I'd lock it and everything. But when I got sucked out through my feet, I remember feeling like I went right down into my bed, which is right here, into my bed, and then I went down to the floor, out through that door there, and I was just like floating that direction, and just feeling like there was something pulling me, like this evil thing. And I didn't hear whispers per se, but there was something there. I can't even tell you that I heard anything, but I just, in my ears, in my head, I knew something was there, like telling me to like come to it in a sense, but I had no control at all. It was just kind of like a ball of just energy like floating around or something. I don't know. But and then I was back in sleep paralysis mode, but luckily, like I said, I could move my feet and I got myself out of it. And I realized I was sweating profusely. When I got up, I was sweating beyond belief. Oh man. And then I actually went to sleep normally after that, and I had the weirdest dream. All right, and this is all I can remember now. I remembered more at the time. I wish I wrote it down, but I remember I dreamt like got up. I was real thirsty. I was in my room. I got up, And it wasn't lucid dreaming. I thought maybe that was when I was thinking about it afterwards, but actually it wasn't. It was just a dream. But I got up out of my bed, I got a drink, and then there was somebody in my kitchen, and I thought it was my mother, and I was talking to her, and she was mumbling. She's like, I was like, what? I can't hear what you're saying. What did you say? So I start walking closer to her, and as I get closer to her, she's just like, there's a little like nightlight in the kitchen by the stove, and she just disappeared. And I was like, whoa, like what the hell? And then I was in a completely different place. I was in this place like all green and like light, and it looked so nice, and I just felt so at peace in this part of my dream. And there was this tree and everything in the background, this big tree. And as I was walking towards the tree, I wasn't even walking like in my dream. It was like kind of like I was far away, and then I was closer, and then I was closer, and I was closer to the tree. Like I thought I was walking to it, but I was kind of like flashing towards it. And when I got closer towards it, the tree's branches bent all down, and everything got real dark. And oh god, excuse me, think about it. I remember seeing the sky just get dark, and there was like all behind us in the distance, behind this tree. Now that I'm right next to it, there was all these shadows, looked like waves, like woo, but I couldn't tell if they were people, but they were perfectly like up and down, black waves, but different heights. Like one was like this, and then one was higher, and then one was mid-high, and one was same height. And it was just like I couldn't tell if they were people or whatever, but I heard like whispering, really like couldn't make out anything it was saying. But my name's Chris, so I kept thinking like maybe they're saying my name. And then oh god, I can't remember what exactly happened after that, but I do remember the end part of my dream. I remember I was for some reason I was all of a sudden I was in water, like panicking, trying to get back up to the top, and I could see light at the top, but I'm in darkness, surrounded by water, and there's nothing around me. It's just like I'm in like a deep, I don't know, ocean or what, but the water was still, completely still, but there was light, like sunlight or something above, and I was trying to get to it, like, and I felt like I was drowning, and as I'm getting to the top, I finally get to the top, and I shot up on my bed, and I'm like, like coughing, like, oh my god, like what the hell was that? That was, the dream was like good, and then it was bad, and it happened right after that astral projection and sleep paralysis, but it wasn't a lucid dream because I had no control, you know? It just like, I thought I did, but I didn't. It kind of just brought me where it wanted to, this dream. Anyway, I just felt like I had to share my experience. I've been thinking about it, and I just wanted to document it, I guess. I'm not trying to turn anybody off towards this. That's totally cool, because I would like to astral project and be able to control it and all that stuff, but I can't get over my fear for some reason. Once that vibration comes, whoa, 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 whoa. And if you ever astral projected or sleep paralysis or anything, you'll know what I'm talking about. These vibrations, your body just feels like it's like I don't know, it's so weird. Like your energy is just so powerful. I don't know if they talk about chakras, third eye, I don't know. I even tried meditating type thing, like laying in bed in meditation, and they talk about like walking upstairs and opening the door. I try to imagine this stuff, but I can't get through that. Like there's like something blocking. So they talk about bringing entities back with you from astral projecting, and there's been a lot of negative things that have happened in the past, and just like recently even. So I'm like wondering if maybe something like that happened. But you know, and I've heard things in this house throughout the years. Never saw anything while awake or anything. I never saw anything fly around or anything like that. Nothing like poltergeist-ish or anything like that. Nothing really even amazing at all. But just like right now I'm by myself in the house. I don't hear anything right now, but sometimes I'll be just sitting here, and it'll be weird. It'll be like I'll put my headphones in, I'll be lying down, and as soon as I put my headphones in and I start trying to listen to something, I'll hear like boom, bang, bang. Take the headphones out. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'll hear like creepy walking on the stairs, like real, because I got wood stairs, and they only make that noise when somebody's walking on it. And we have one little cat, so the cat doesn't make that noise. You hear the cat, it's like when he walks up and down the stairs, or she. So this is creepy, like walking slow. Or I hit the banister, like a boom, like the wood sound hitting the banister going down. And always when I'm like listening to something else or trying to do something, a noise will happen to grab my attention. And I'll go check it out, and there'll be nothing. So I'll go back to what I was doing, and then there'll be a noise again. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe it's my subconscious mind fucking with me or something. Anyway, I wish you guys all the best of luck with your astral projection, and sleep paralysis is scary shit though. So if you can find a way to get yourself out of sleep paralysis, because that for me for some reason was my first step. Like sometimes the vibrating would happen and then it just things would happen. Other times it's sleep paralysis, and I knew I was in sleep paralysis mode and I knew I can get out of it, but I didn't want to because I wanted to astral project. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna astral project now. And then the fear came over me and I moved my feet. But when I couldn't do that, when I didn't know I could move my feet to get myself awake, to touch each other, keep them close enough so I could just bend them if I had to, that's when it was scary as hell, man. I mean, I still fear that fear, kind of. I don't know. It's hard to explain, really. I guess you gotta experience it. Just be in a good place, you know. Think of happy thoughts and good things. I'm no professional, you know. I don't have super experience with this stuff, but it's just kind of weird how these things are just nights in a row was happening. And like I say, I'm not a religious person, you know. Bad things happen, you know, I say a prayer or something. I don't even know any prayers. Like I just pray, like, say, you know, please help me, whatever. But I don't know. It's just weird how it just happened. And I don't know, there's more I wanted to say and I can't think of it now because I didn't write anything down. I just kind of spurred a moment, jumped on the camera. I guess that's really about it for now, guys. So, I don't know, have any comments, any thoughts, or any experiences you have had? Please share them with me because I'm very interested to see if anybody had similar stuff or like felt like, I'm sure people have felt like that. I know people have had those feelings that I've had. But I want to get more in depth with other people and be able to talk to them and know exactly how their experience was. And so if when I remember more, I can comment more or maybe make another video about it. Or maybe something happens. I don't know if something happens tonight or this week or something. But, you know, I love you guys. Thank you everything. I've got my gaming videos and stuff like that. So I was playing Doom the other day. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to do this vlog Mondays with Fox and Oxen. But this is something I wanted to talk about anyway, besides doing that, doing the Mondays. So I just hope that you guys got something out of this video, you know, maybe felt the way I felt. Hopefully you guys had good experiences though, because the scary shit that I just couldn't get over that fear. I don't know why I can't get past that fear when that vibrating comes, and I prepare myself and I just can't get over it. I don't know. It just comes to me like there's evil, or like I don't even want to call it evil, because like I said, I'm not a religious person, but like this bad energy or something like within me or something. I don't know what it is. No matter how good of thoughts I try to have, it's crazy. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, again, like I said, leave your comments below. Tell me some of your stories. I'd really appreciate it. And you're watching Mondays with Fox and Oxen, and I will catch you guys on the next gaming video or whatever the hell happens next. I don't know, but I appreciate everything, guys. I really do. And you guys are really awesome, and I'm really tired right now. I'm actually scared to go to sleep now. I'm thinking, I see, I can't be scared to go to sleep, but now I'm like kind of nervous thinking about it. I'm by myself in the house, and I sound like a big pussy. But and now I'm thinking like, I don't know, I want to astral project, and it's just like, I don't know how to get through this stuff. People are saying it's an evil thing. I don't know if it's an evil thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. Who knows? Nobody has 100% proof whether being good or bad. But I know people have had bad experiences, and I know how people have had good experiences. And I think it has to do with the way you set your brain up to be before that happens. So that's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But that seems to be the case with me. I had negative thoughts. I had positive thoughts, but my thoughts turned negative like that. And when the vibrating came, and no matter how hard I fought, and I tried thinking of like a diamond of light and everything, and it just didn't happen for me. Freaked me out. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. Love you. Watching Mondays with Fox and Oxen, and leave your comments below. And I really appreciate everything, and I hope to hear from you guys. And until I can think of what else I wanted to say, goddamn. Wish I could remember what else there was. But now I'm totally lost in thought. Thinking about the sleep paralysis alien abduction thing I had years ago. God, that fear was horrible. All right, guys. Anyway, love you guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Lights out, guys.